Shalom. HALALYAM YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI QADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and taught us His truth through the Spirit. Shalom to the sincere Akim Waqwatium, listening and learning, being doers of the word. To the Akim out here laboring, making their bodies a living sacrifice, pushing the word out in truth and sincerity. And to the speckled bird that look like the other nations but are truly Yasharallah Shalom. Just something I was meditating on. Speaking of meditation, I just want to say, meditate in these last days. Meditate. What the scriptures, when it says meditate, it means basically ponder upon certain things, think about certain things, keep things in your remembrance, use your imagination, I guess, as well. Sometimes we meditate on the kingdom. Meditation is important. It's not like how these these hipster or hippie yoga or Buddhist type of meditation where you sit down crisscross and have your fingers in some strange position and chant. No, meditation is spiritual contemplation. All right, spiritual contemplation. It's good to meditate on certain things. So the point is basically, especially in these last days, it's good to meditate on the kingdom, but also, like it says in Psalms 143, meditate on the days of old. It says, roughly paraphrasing, I will remember the days of old, I will meditate and muse on the works of thy hands, the works of YAHAWASHI. All right, especially in the times that we're coming into, meditate on, the Exodus, the original Exodus, how the Israelites came out of Egypt through with Moses as their leader. Meditate on YAHAWASHI's words, speaking about the last days. Meditate on the prophecies revealed into Esdras, in 1st and 2nd Esdras. Meditate on the prophecies in Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel. Meditate on these different things because these are important. Having this knowledge is going to determine our ultimately it will determine our salvation. Your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's what's the scriptures say will be the stability of our times. Wisdom, knowing how to handle different situations, understanding how the Lord wants us to carry ourselves, the knowledge of the laws, statutes, and commandments, because Esau has been coming down. He's starting to come down with this great wrath. He knows he has a very short time. Even those in the world can see that. All these mandates, all these different things that he's doing when it comes to these injections, not allowing people to partake in different necessities of life, Babylonian necessities of life, at least. Certain restaurants can refuse based on your injection status. They can refuse service. Different jobs are mandating that the employees or workers are injected. They're going door to door, seeing if you got the injection. That dude Cuomo, which is something for New York. I don't know what the hell Esau calls his politicians, but some New York politician, New York City politician or whatever, saying we need to get, go to these people's houses, knock on their doors, convince them, which that's a very interesting thing to say, especially coming from Esau, convince them to get injected. Convince these people, put them in our cars, bring them to get, stuck in the arm. That's what he said, pretty much. And we know Esau has all types of evil tactics and ideas that he can't wait to execute. Esau's a damn sicko, a damn complete devil, So he's going to come through with all types of wickedness, all types of evil, starting at the children of Israel. All right, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and indigenous peoples. So it's important, especially for us, the men, starting with the men, to get right, and then your household will follow. But also, you have to be strong. You cannot be sensitive. You can't be weak-minded. You have to have strong faith, because sometimes we will lose certain people. We will be betrayed by certain people that will sell us out, excommunicate us, different things like that. So you really have to meditate on these things. Ultimately we don't know the future. We don't know how we're going to act in these situations. But that's the whole point of faith. The scriptures say that we're prisoners of hope. Fellow prisoners of hope. I believe Paul stated. So all we can do is pray, continue to fast, keep the commandments, keep teaching, pushing the word out in truth and sincerity. Keep that faith, man. Keep our faith strong. And keep building ourselves up in the spirit so that the Lord will count us worthy, of, giving us that mercy that we need. Because there's no way that most people are going to get through any of that, any of what's coming without YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI on their side. Without the angels encamping around about us to protect us. There's no way. There's no way. Like it says in Matthew, except these days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, because it's going to be so bad out here. So you have to spiritually prepare yourself. Meditate. Remember the days of old. All scripture is profitable for our learning. That says it in, I believe, 1st or 2nd Thessalonians, or 1st or 2nd Timothy. I'm not sure. I know it was one of the T's. But, yeah. Through the Spirit. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. YAHAWADAH. This was edifying. Abad Babal. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And blessing, honor, power, and glory unto YAHAWAH wa YAHAWASHI. Shalom.